Thank you, Carrie.
Yeah, so when I got
And
in
how
touch,
old are you, girl?
I'm 25. Yeah, thank you. I got in touch with Jenny about 6 months ago, and at the time I was in bed for about 3 years and on IV feeding. I had severe gastroparesis from Lyme and severe immunodeficiency and tremoring, and really the inability to even process a Netflix or anything like that. I was waiting days to shower. I couldn't decide what tea to drink because it was too scary and I couldn't remember. And I took these products, and it was by the third night, I didn't have to take a break from my bathroom coming back to my room on the floor. And usually that was like a normal thing. I also wasn't having to take breaks in the kitchen while trying to cook. And within a week, I was off the IVs, off the port to things orally. Within 2 weeks, I was surfing, and I took a dance class, and I actually have a video of that. And I was able to just switch to everything orally as far as immunotherapy. And it's truly been, after 180 grand worth of treatment, it was the first thing I took that actually I felt it allowing everything else to work. With all of these different tinctures and things that I would get from my Lyme doctor, I would never feel a difference with the herbal. I mean, sometimes, but because of the inflammation and all the different toxicity, I couldn't really tell what was working very well. And so with these, I took them, and right away, like within 4 days, I was noticing changes in when I would take everything, and it was actually working. And so within even 5 months, I was out of menopause. I was in menopause for about 5 years from Lyme, and that came back, and then I got the whole anemia portion from the babesia under control. And it's true, like even with the Axio, if I do have a maintenance IV to do here or there, I will just come back to life. Like, it is such a fast, kind of activation. And so for me, I was able to get off the IVs, get off IV feeding, the IV antibiotics, get off all of the supplements that I was once on, as far as trying to kind of take for all the different things, even with the gastroparesis. And I've gotten my entire life back. It's amazing. I have so much energy. I teach hip hop, which is so fun.
And you tried to get into Dr. Nicola for a long, long time for treatment, yes?
Yeah. I remember holding her book in bed, reading your Lyme diet book when I was in bed, when I was trying to get into the right doctor. And that's when I kind of started on the doxycycline and all the different kinds of drugs. And I was trying to figure out, what do I eat? This is so scary. But yeah, I held her book and I read it, attempted to read it at the beginning of everything. And so I'm just so thankful, because it truly is something that even for a Lyme patient, it is so cost effective when you're taking all of these things. And if you're at the point where I was at for my parents, my IVs were about $2 grand every 2 weeks. My dad was my nurse, and we were priming everything, and we were doing everything that way. And unfortunately, we don't quite have, as you know, a full agreement on Lyme and treatment and all of the insurance with everything like that. So for something like this to be all-encompassing, especially with the Vitality Stack that LifeVantage has, which is the Omega Probiotic, Nrf2 and Nrf2, it is if you go and see a Lyme doctor or a holistic naturopath, even for Lyme, this is something that you will be on. And this was the first probiotic out of 28 that I've tried that actually got the Bell's palsy under control, which is insane. I wasn't living on enemas after this, wasn't living on laxatives. There's just a lot of things I could really go down, but my hair grew back, just grew up. And so if we think about it, it's working on the cellular level, and when we're doing that and we're upregulating glutathione and catalase and amylase and all these natural antioxidant enzymes that the body should be producing when we're not ill, it makes a lot of sense why someone like me, who was living in bed and unable to tolerate light, sound, anything really. It just makes sense how it activates the person back to life. And some people, it does take a little bit more time than just a 4-day notice. Could take a little bit longer, but for me, that's my story, and I'm just so thankful.